All right. You are one of the most intellectually honest and open-minded people I know. So I've been looking forward all day to ask you this question. I want you to flip around on the table and argue against your bull position. What is the bear case for Bitcoin, and what would have to happen for you to change your mind and sell all your Bitcoin?
Firstly, and obviously, price action. And that's not, I'm Raoul gets scared as the meme, don't scare Raoul. It's
we can't, Raoul.
It's like if there is a structural change in the pattern. Here's something I've been thinking about that I don't think anybody's thinking through, right? Come all in, institutional investors, right? We want you in. Okay, but then we've got a problem, is we're going to have to start dealing with month-end rebalances, quarter-end rebalances, where they become massive sellers. If Bitcoin goes up 100% in a month, which we've seen many times in the past, they end up selling 50% of their Bitcoin. Okay, that's suddenly a massive supply change to the market. So maybe the structure of the market changes in a way that doesn't have the risk reward that we're all expecting, because we're all a bit backward looking. I look at my price projections from a number of different angles, but maybe the structure of bringing institutions in changes entirely, in which case the volatility gets massively dampened, the price spikes get dampened, and in which case you don't really outperform, let's say, emerging markets. That's a possibility that's out there that people aren't thinking through. The more liquid a market, the less the volatility, the less the upside. The upside is so big right now because nobody's in it. I would say that if China nationalized the miners or did something completely outside of our expectations before we can diversify the mining pool. I know people are trying to build it off gas flares in Texas and other stuff, which is great. If something happened there where somebody could control it, which I don't believe can happen, but all sorts of things I don't believe can happen. So there's something there would make me concerned. If I thought about what freaked me out in 2017 and why I got out early, was people started forking the thing. And we didn't know whether forks were going to work or not. Were they going to take half the liquidity and ruin the whole thing? I didn't know. So I'm out. So something of that kind of nature would make me think. I don't know what that is, but there's a lot of smart people developing a lot of things, and who knows what comes along. Obviously, regulation. Should the regulators completely change course? All I see is positive regulation. But if the IMF stood up and said, we've agreed to move to the central bank digital currencies, and as part of that, every member of this basket has banned all cryptocurrencies, and they come with prison sentences, whatever. Yeah, clearly, I'm going to change my mind. Well, I don't know. Will I change my mind? Not change my mind. It kind of makes a better case for Bitcoin, but I was
going to say there's two arguments there: the price goes down, or actually the price explodes upwards.
Yeah, I kind of value my freedom, and I value my freedom. I don't want to go to prison and still be monetarily free. So I don't know. It's difficult. It's difficult, and that makes me nervous when I can't find anything obvious. But my guess is, with a strong, powerful force like this, whatever will stop it is not obvious.
Absolutely. Another question that a lot of people had was, you've got this massive position, right, from a percentage basis of your liquid net worth. What are the triggers that you would look to sell? So in a bull case, the price goes up. There's certain events that happen. So one is just like, what would cause you to sell or incentivize you to sell? And then two is, how would you structurally go about that? Is that a single trigger, I'm going to sell my entire position? Or is that I'm going to sell into a bull market? How do you think about it?
Basically, the answer is, when I talked about lifestyle tokens, okay? I am actually taking another huge risk, is I've built and run a business. And that's been a risky, hardworking enterprise. And I don't take any money out of that business. I draw an extremely small salary. So for me, I have foregone current returns for future returns. So if Bitcoin goes up a lot, I'll take some chips off the table. And so then I can know, okay, fine, anything happens, I'm safe. I always trade from a position of security. And then I just run the rest. Now, yes, I would probably scale out over price objectives and hold a core position over time, because I do think it goes a lot further up over time. And so, can I suffer the downside? Will it be as large? Will it be a 90% downside this time? Highly unlikely. It'll look more like a commodity cycle, so probably 50%, 60%. But it could be, the usual 3 or 4 years. And, I would happily participate in that, and just not worry about it. If I took some chips off the table, everybody's safe, I can do what I want to do, and I don't have to worry.